right, here we go. So I've been living a lot of life, and in the last year, a lot of stuff has gone on that I would never even have imagined happening. Never even crossed my mind. Is the juice worth the squeeze? I have been squeezed. I've found out what's in me. I went through a program called Pathways Core Training. People from my past have been showing up, my good past. Things have been happening for the better. And let me tell you, that training is not easy. Man, they put you in there and you get stuff done. You're not showing up, sitting around, kicking tires, watching. You are in there to do something. And the people who are there are in there to take care of business. Whether it's something emotionally or physically, maybe it's something financially or in their relationship, or whether it's something with their kids, they're in there to take care of business. I didn't want to be there. I'll be honest. I did not want to be there. Matter of fact, the first day in that training, they asked, all right, so who doesn't want to be here? Me and one other lady raised our hands, and they stopped and said, well, here's the two honest ones. In that moment, it shocked me to be looked at as the honest one. If I could get 80% of the people around me, if I could get 40% of the people in my life to go through it, if I could get 20% of the people in my life to go through it, I believe the life around me would be different and better. Drive off a torque. My life around me is already better. Man, Lois is fun. I'm getting ready to head to a part of a training that Pathways does called Step Beyond. It's on their website. It's kind of the spiritual side, not necessarily religious. I'm kind of excited and kind of nervous because I don't really know what to expect. I know it's a lot less intense and a lot differently focused, but I also know I'm supposed to go. I'll become one who, for the first time in a long time, maybe the first time in his adult life, knows where his heart is. Really is, and follows that. So I want to encourage you guys, you people who are searching Pathways Core Training, I almost did a video in every section to show you where things were, and I was going to give a detailed account on what you do. When I was in there, I found if I were to do that, I would ruin it for you. So if you are struggling with something, let's say you decided you're at the end of your rope, or let's say you just need some clarity on how to live a better life, and you're just done with the beige. This is your training. And if I were to put up on every step what had happened, you would not get what you needed out of it. It's almost like the very first time you go through a haunted house. If someone tells you what you're in for, it's not going to spook you. Some people had a lot of fun with it. I didn't. At the end of it, my class actually decided to nominate me for an award, and it still touches me thinking about it, saying that with me, you have what you see. And to know that I was a man covered in masks, I was a man who had no identity of himself. All my value came from what that person thought, or this person thought, or that person thought. I had no value of my own. Even through getting married to the perfect woman, even through having a beautiful baby girl, even through having a baby boy, even through so many things, I had a hole in the bottom. I had nothing to plug the bottom up to say, yo, Messi, you are exactly what God intended you to be. If he would have wanted you black, you would have been black. If he would have wanted you taller, you would have been taller. If he would have wanted you to be, I don't know, whatever. This is exactly how I'm supposed to be. The way that The Creator decided I would be best. Who am I to argue? Who am I to think I know better? That if I just have that one piece of jewelry, if I just sing this one tune, if I just go a little faster, if I own this one little piece, if I sing a little better, if I perform this, if I perform that, if I just, then I could be happy. I found my heart. You know what, guys, before I close this out, I gotta tell you, I did not plan to talk about anything. It was almost like somebody handed me a mic and stepped away and didn't tell me what was happening just now. So I just started talking, and this is what I wanted to share. The only person you need to validate your feelings is you and God. Don't quit. There's always hope. What if you fought to win instead of just not to lose? How much different would life look?